And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition. You know, in Game 2 of the back-to-back, just how drained are you from yesterday as a player?
You know, BA, proper rest and stretching can help a lot. But you're not going to be your usual self at the start of game time. Believe that.
Here's the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez, Lillard and Trent Jr. are the guards, and it's Kuzma in at the small forward position. Now here's Holiday. It's stolen by Trent.
Broadcasting live, 2K Sports presents the early on, Greg, the potential landscape of the NBA, very much open-ended.
How do you jump ball?
An early win streak could really boost the team's outlook, kind of define their direction. So I expect to see them keep the intensity up. So we should be in for a fun one.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. The post pair, the long-time duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 slot. Antetokounmpo finds Lillard to the left side lane. Bucks passing it around. Giannis high post. Tatum on it. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
And you love watching Giannis operate inside. So assertive and forceful.
Lillard against Holiday. Back to Porzingis. The shot that time, not on target. Good D by Lopez. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Making it look simple. The athleticism of Giannis on full display.
That doesn't go either for Porzingis.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
It's good from long range.
Well, if you like scoring, we've got you covered.
Yes, we do. Two high-powered offenses, and they're not just talented, they're relentless.
Tip-off goes to Milwaukee. Let's check out Milwaukee's starting lineup. Lillard and Trent Jr. are the guards. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. And it's Kuzma in at the 3.
Istanbul, Istanbul!
Kristaps Porzingis. That's his first foul. Here's Lillard. They really needed more from him in that loss to Brooklyn. That's tipped. They shoot again. And out of bounds. The Celtics will take it. Now here's Holiday. Brown inside. Defended by Kuzma. White, the pass to Brown. Back to White. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. Uneasy, too, on the left.
The long strides of Giannis help him get down the court fast. A lethal player in transition.
It's Brown on the wing. Here's the 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. This is their first chance this season playing Boston.
Yeah, we saw how combative yet enjoyable last season's series was. Two very excellent teams going at it.
Yeah, they split their series last year. Both sides have loads of talent. It should be an entertaining meeting again.
White can't hit. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. And Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist from Trent. Antetokounmpo has got 5.
His jump shots improve every season. Antetokounmpo's got a great rhythm on his quick release shots. That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Now here's Lillard. Oh, they get a hand on it. And here they go on a free run to the bucket. Here's White. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Kuzma outside. Back to Antetokounmpo. Up top, Lopez. Pulls it. Boston pulls it in. They defeated Detroit in their last game.
And I'll tell you, that was not an easy environment to play in. It was a hostile crowd on the road, but it didn't bother them at all.
Give a lot of credit to this coaching staff for preparing them for that kind of environment. They went in and just executed their game plan.
And this is exactly what
Give me your homemade.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And a chance now to look at the highest scoring teams in the league from last season. The Celtics second, the fourth spot held by the Bucks.
This is going to be a shooting contest as much as it is anything else. We know both of these teams are capable of racking up some huge point totals.
And grant the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
And coach a perennial all-defense performer, Drew Holiday, fearsome at that end of the floor in particular.
Yeah, Brian, he's as good a defensive guard as there is. Great size and strength at the point guard spot. You combine that with his IQ and his competitive will, he is a problem on a nightly basis. Well, Holiday's one of those guys they can ask a lot of, whether it's guarding the opponent's best player or orchestrating for his teammates.
Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Well, that's what you're looking for, shots from point-blank range.
The Bucks have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Trent outside. Pass to Kuzma. Launches a 3. Holiday grabs the miss. Boston trailer. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute. Of course, we talked mostly about Giannis Antetokounmpo, the focus of this one. Coach telling me I've lost sleep thinking about Giannis. He can just take over a game, no matter how you play him. We're hoping he'll be a little off tonight. Do off nights exist for Giannis, guys? We'll find out.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes makes it look easy.
Look, Tatum draws so much attention. Someone's bound to be open.
Lopez, the screen on Holiday. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Called in by Brown.
He hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient.
And that one's good.
Yeah, there's that added strength of Tatum really helping him down low.
Bucks trail by 4. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And here is Antetokounmpo. 26 points for him last game against Brooklyn. Pass to Lopez. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. 2 on the clock. And he can't stop the drought. Another miss.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Tatum can't hit. Milwaukee has gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. Antetokounmpo can't connect.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing being off between those two guys.
No one dared to ask his business, no one dared to make a slip. The strangers among them had the guard on the sea. The guard on the sea.
And it's Lillard with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. They trail by 6.
Came riding from the south side, so they're looking all around.
From the arc.
Looking all
And
around,
Lillard gets it to go
again.
on the assist by Lopez. Lillard's got 5 now.
Lillard gets so much lift on his three-pointers. It's almost effortless how he shoots.
Brown can't hit. The Bucks trail by 3. Lillard outside. Inside. Lopez. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Brown finds Porzingis. The shot misses. Good work defensively by Lopez. And stolen by Holiday. Tatum against Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo with the block.
Giannis puts his touch on every aspect of the game. Big reach on display that time.
Here's Tatum. Milwaukee's gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Counted from distance. Lillard's got his 3rd basket on the night right there. Outside Porzingis. Back to Tatum. With the drive. Banked it in off the glass. 6 points for him.
Off the bounce, Tatum has so many different ways he can take it.
Antetokounmpo with it. He's got 5. Trent outside. Pass to Lillard. Fires for 3. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee.
They knew this handsome Ranger was about to meet his death. About to meet his death. There's a 40 feet between them when they stop to make their play. And the swiftness of the Ranger is still talked about today.
Celtics on D. Trent finds
This is what I'm
Antetokounmpo. Lopez, the screen on
and the
Tatum.
Rangers
Pass
and
to
must totally
Lillard. 5 on the
worth the
clock.
guy now.
And stolen by Holiday. Fast break. Here come the Celtics. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Kuzma.
No.
And the ball out of bounds. Brown touched the glass. Horford, he's checked in for Boston. Portis, he's checked in for the Bucks. And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Trent outside. Six on the shot clock. Here's Portis. It's good from about 19 feet. And the Bucks lead by 2.
Unleashes the bounce pass. An accurate assist.
Here's Porzingis. Rebounded by Lopez.
Both sides going at it. Classic good offense, first good defense.
Trent outside. Can't hit from in close.
The defense does just enough to alter that shot.
Here's White. And that one goes. 4 for 7 for him so far.
What a graceful shot by White, showing he's got that floater in his arsenal.
The Bucks shooting only 37% early. Lillard with the ball. Guarded now by Holiday. The shot by Lillard. No good. Now Holiday. Oh, stolen by Lillard. Over Holiday. Oh, nice shot by Lillard. Lillard's got 10 points in the game. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And I've also really liked how aggressive they've been in the open floor. I mean, when they see a chance to push it, they go for it.
Now here's Trent. 11 points for him last game against Brooklyn. And a foul call on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on White.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Milwaukee shooting their first foul shots of the night. Well, Coach, we're still very early in the NBA season. When you were coaching, what was your focus around this time?
Early in the season, Brian, really in the entire season, but especially early, you just want to try to be getting better every single night, making the corrections from one night to the next, and just keep growing as a team.
Brown with it. Now Porter defending. Brown passes to Pritchard. Over Lillard. Boston again missing. Here's Milwaukee. They're on a 14-4 run. Pass to Trent. Here's Portis. And there's the lob.
And the lead
Damn.
increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Here's Hauser. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Milwaukee leading by 6. Here's Sims. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Here's Pritchard. He's coming off a 19-point game against Detroit.
Yeah, but it wasn't just the scoring. He had a bunch of assists, too, affecting the offense in so many ways.
Out to Lillard. The 3. Boston pulls it in.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort.
A minute 20 left to play in the first quarter. Portis gets the bucket. And now it's a 10-point Milwaukee lead.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100%.
Craig is checked in for Boston. Jason Tatum comes in for Jaylen Brown. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. And it's Green missing. And Tatum's got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. Horford passes to Tatum. Here's Pritchard. There's 47 seconds left in the first. Porter with the steal. All alone on the break. And it's hammered home by Green.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Horford. Brown comes in for Hauser. White, he's checked in for Craig. And Drew Holiday is subbed in for Pritchard.
Terrific finish there for Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Rollins. Shot clock at 5. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Nails it from 3. Tatum's got 9. Milwaukee with the ball. 9-point game. They come into this one following a loss to Brooklyn.
If you can't match up on the boards, you are not going to win games. That's got to be a big lesson from that game.
Well, the lack of effort they showed on the glass is just unacceptable. And I'm sure the coaching staff will let them know about it.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play. This one has been one-sided so far. And guys, we've seen the Bucks really take control here.
But what I love is the tremendous belief in their bench. They were looking for points and their reserves delivered.
Yeah, they really trust their depth. They have no problem relying on their bench in crucial situations.
We've got Jason Tatum, Al Horford out there with Torrey Craig. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, and it's Hauser in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. And the call will be against Jason Tatum. That's his first foul. Here's Rollins. And that comes off the assist by Green. He's got 5.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, Bucks creating an elite tandem last season, pairing Giannis with Damian Lillard, who said people wanted to just click right away, but when you put two guys together who have always had the ball in their hands, it's going to take time to learn how to play off of one another. It's about making sure we continue to grow.
That's a good perspective, Allie. Thanks. Milwaukee leading by 15. Stan, last year was an epic season for the Celtics, obviously ending with their 18th title.
Yeah, they were by far the best team in the league all season. 64-18 in the regular season. They had the 5th best point differential in league history, led by the most efficient.
Now let's meet the
one thing, Doors, that should attract a lot of attention in this game, that matchup at the guard position. That is going to be special.
Well, that's the point of attack on both ends of the floor, and it's always fun to see skilled and capable guards duel it out. It is like watching a great chess match.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. And it's Holiday in at the point guard.
Derek White saying it's not just the big fellas who've got some hops. I can put it down. Yes, sir.
Bounce pass, Halliburton. Siakam looking around. Connects from three-point range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Lets it go from the wing. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Down low. You know, Doris, there's a notion that big men can take a little longer to develop. What have you seen from Miles Turner?
That he's turned himself into a complete basketball player, Kevin, and think there were years because he was playing alongside another big that he was out of position. But he can shoot the basketball with range, he's got strength, and he's a tremendous shot blocker. Well, the athleticism that Miles Turner brings to the center spot is quite remarkable. This guy, an exceptional player on both sides of the floor.
Turner with the steal. Pass to Siakam. White against Halliburton. No good with the triple. And for the Pacers, they come in off a great outing against Orlando. Here's Porzingis. Pacers with the rebound.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Back to Neesmith. For three. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Celtics have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Outside Tatum from the arc. That one's no good. 0-1 to begin the game. Here's Nembhard, light covering, and Derek White picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Halliburton right side. Pass to Neesmith. For three, Siakam.
Well, we know Drew Holiday can lock you up on the defensive end.
Siakam misses. Round the pass to Porzingis. The rebound by Turner.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Holiday against Halliburton.
Drew Holiday is never afraid of contact, folks. So crafty at finding ways to get to the foul line.
And we all hear talk about Drew Holiday's defense. But, you know, Doris, he is much more than that. You've said it countless times.
Kevin, this is a guy who's a tremendous rebounder for a guard, a very willing playmaker. He can carry a scoring burden if you need him to, but he's also willing to take a very limited number of shots. It's all about the team with him.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. You look at the Thunder. They're moving on up, 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
And I think for the Celtics, they had some high hopes coming out of the gate. Frustrated with their level of play thus far. But they certainly have the pieces to be a factor in this race.
Here's Nembhard. Here's the three. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
To the paint, Turner with the steal. Here's Neesmith. From outside, off the mark.
Boy, a wide-open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Porzingis kicks to Holiday. Busted. No good that time either. Pacers leading by 5. Halliburton finds Nembhard. And stolen by White. Here's Tatum. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
Well, the increasing strength of Jason Tatum is making it harder to knock him off his path. That is nice.
Halliburton feeling it out a bit. Over Holiday. And a great move by Halliburton.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Beyond the arc. White, good. White's got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, on the catch-and-shoot game, Derek White very assertive, ready to react.
Halliburton with it. Pass to Siakam. Offensive rebound. It's Nembhard on the wing. Holiday against Halliburton. Just 5 on the clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Nailed from three-point land.
But Halliburton can be so clever with the basketball. Helps yet another teammate take advantage of an opening.
Here's White. Nembhard grabs the board.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Pacers leading by 5. Pass to Siakam. Wide open look. That one falls. Siakam's got 5 now.
Yeah, Pascal Siakam now with a tighter handle, now can manipulate the defense as that guy dictating action and pick and roll play.
And there is a whistle. That goes on Andrew Nembhard. That is his first foul of the game. And it's the Celtics with the ball. Tatum dishes to Brown. Over Neesmith. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And a wide open look for Halliburton. Buries it from three-point range. Halliburton's got his second bucket of the game to go. Celtics trail by 10. Broke loose. Halliburton with the steal. To the middle. And finished off by Halliburton.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Now here's Brown. Still without a basket.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Holiday gets the bucket.
The more Porzingis proves himself a threat as a passer, the more dangerous he can become as a scorer.
Pass to Nembhard. Back to Halliburton. Over Holiday. And it's Halliburton missing. Celtics trail by 10. Doris, some great shooters on this Boston team, but at times, don't you think they settle from the perimeter?
Well, Kevin, obviously this is a coaching staff that puts a heavy emphasis on three-point shooting. They led the league in makes, they led the league in attempts. But obviously, your two best players, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, with their size and athleticism and driving ability, you want to try to find the right balance. They do a great job of that.
And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And the Celtics making a change here. Horford's checked in. Now, here's Halliburton. He's got 7.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
On the wing, Holiday. Holiday with another miss.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Neesmith off target with his 3. Celtics trail by 10 with a short break in the action. Gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, coming out of high school at 6'0", Derek White didn't receive any full scholarship offers. He says it was humbling, but it drove me to get better. Each time you have the doubters, you just put a little chip on your shoulder. The 29th pick overall in 2017, he's come a long way. Kevin, those chips are still there.
You're so right, David.
Fuck.
Welcome, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, we'll see the Indiana Pacers as they go up against the Boston Celtics. With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. Still getting up to full speed, here are the latest power rankings. Let's see who's off to the races. They have to be frustrated right now, falling down into the bottom of the rankings.
Seeing where the Celtics are, they haven't been impressive, and they have no one but themselves to blame. Hopefully, they can start to turn it around soon.
And let's take a look at Boston's starting lineup. The two Jays, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the center position. And for Indiana, Neesmith and Siakam are the forwards. Halliburton and Nembhard, the 1 and the 2. And it's Turner in at the center position, filling out the middle. A battle of the big men. Grab some popcorn for this face-off at the center position tonight, Grant.
Oh, no question, B.A. I mean, these bigs bring the size and skill. Who has more tools in their toolkit? I mean, we're about to find out.
Now here's Nembhard. Back to Siakam. Tatum with some nice D. And Tatum's got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. Defeated by Milwaukee in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
As they say, live by the 3, die by the 3. When you're too perimeter dependent, it's hard to maintain consistency game in and game out.
You know, I think the lack of success from the perimeter really did them in. They just couldn't get it going from there.
Inside, Siakam gets the better of the defense using his agility, clearing himself a path to a shot.
White. White looking it over. Puts it up from 12. The rebound by Turner. To the paint. Here's Siakam. Down it goes. And a great assist by Halliburton.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Brown. Coming off a 22-point game against Milwaukee. Tatum. And the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim.
You can't excel at all as a defender on Tatum. Mid-range not his go-to spot, but he took advantage there.
Turner, a screen on Brown. Here's Nesmith. Can't hit it from 12 feet. The Celtics have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. It's Brown on the wing, defended by Halliburton. Jacks up a 3. Knocks down the triple.
When JB is on from here, it really boosts his team.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Earlier I spoke with Rick Carlisle. The main topic of conversation, how they plan to guard Jason Tatum. We want to try to make Jason a jump shooter. Avoid fouling, don't let him go downhill. But JT will get his, so let's hope we limit him. Well, that's never easy to do, guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. First trip to the line for him here.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Turner can always wow you with a highlight play. But Clark, he's gotten better at the small things as well.
Yeah, I agree with you 100% there. He can shoot the 3. He's always been an elite shot blocker from the day he stepped foot in the NBA. An excellent screener, but he has added small pieces to his total game in the little areas.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Well, guys, after their run to the conference finals last season, the Pacers moved to secure their roster moving forward, re-signing Pascal Siakam and Obi Toppin, and then extending Andrew Nembhard. With a young team that's already shown so much promise, there is upside in staying the course. This team should have some staying power for years to come, guys.
No doubt about it. All right, Shams, appreciate the report. Now here's Nesmith. Playing Orlando, he was nearly unstoppable.
Talk about confidence. Halliburton oozing with it. No hesitation off the catch and shoot there.
Outside White. To the middle. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And now a look back at last year's top shooting teams in the NBA. Number 1, the Pacers.
Tremendous efficiency on offense. They were willing to put in their work to get great looks.
And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Nembhard outside. There's a screen. Pass to Siakam. Now here's Turner. And in that win against the Magic, he's another guy who really played well. Just 4 to shoot. Siakam, no good.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Oh, and a dunk by Brown.
Brown with that amazing athleticism, putting on a show out there with jams like that.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Outside Neesmith, up top Nembhard. Pass to Halliburton. Gets some space and parries the jumper. Halliburton's got 5.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Porzingis. Really struggled in the loss against Milwaukee. Tatum from long range. Indiana with a rebound. Their last game, a win against the Magic. Looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, they hit the court last game with some serious attitude, especially on offense.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
It's just such a long and powerful player. I mean, once Siakam gets inside like this, he's ready to jam.
Outside Tatum, on the wing Holiday. White for 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket. These teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, I love the spirit out there. Already 6 lead exchanges.
Lets the 3 fly. Halliburton misses. The Celtics have gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. Here's Porzingis. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. The season is still young, but it's been interesting to watch some of the rookies find their footing here in the NBA, Clark.
That's always one of the more interesting things for me. Everybody's journey of development is their own, and it's different. It has a unique pace. Some guys come in ready to contribute right away. They're in a good situation. Others, it takes a minute for them to find their stride. So watching it all unfold is really pretty cool.
No good on that one. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
And he ends up missing both free throws. Clark, how about the run the Indiana Pacers had in the inaugural NBA Cup?
Boy, that was pretty impressive, wasn't it, B.A., making it all the way to the finals. Certainly was a statement to the rest of the league that the Pacers are on the come. Now you got to keep an eye on them because they've got a nice core that's just moving into the prime of their career.
And put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Now here's Tatum. Coming in off 21 points in his last outing. Can't connect from short range. Right side, Neesmith. Nembhard to pass to Neesmith. Shoots over White. Neesmith's shot is off. Boston's gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Pass to Brown. White with it. Brown with it. 5 points in the game. Driving to the basket. Outside Porzingis. There's the 3. Pascal Siakam with a rebound.
This is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Puts up a 3. Porzingis grabs the board.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
From 7 feet away. And there's the bucket by Tatum. Tatum's got his second bucket.
Tell you what, Tatum using his length for positioning inside, able to operate well in the paint.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
I hear that music.